Yo, we live right now, man. Welcome back, everybody, to Survival Minds. Big up Muslim Minds. And let's start off this thing with a little track, yeah? Check it out.
Citizens of the universe, let's start a panel. Not talk about ancient aliens on the History Channel. Scientology allegations had John Vulture investigated. Enlightened coaches study yoga while secret coaches take an oath of masons. Religious codes are results of Satan. His finger on the pulse of our nation while the singer and the Pope quietly ride by waving. At parades of the Super Bowls, renegades, UFOs, grenades is what the future holds. What about the ISIS papers? Madame Blavatsky, Caucasus Mountain between the Caspian and Black Sea. The winter sky and location of star Sirius B. The gods appear mysteriously. Disappearance of the honeybee. Anarchy, ungodly. What about Nikola Tesla era? To Hitler terrors. Painted face of Krishna, the Manonetta. Stillies of a leper. Jesus healed the leper. From the cosmos to the gospel. Either walk with the apostles or be drunk with the whores and brothels. Let's talk L. Ron Hubbard subjects. People became puppets, leaning on religion for their crutches. The righteous suffers, not for nothing. The real enemy is from within. Here's where we begin. The Federal Reserve System, the Rockefeller Trilateral Commission, the miners in prison, Masons, Council on Foreign Relations, GMO, deadly, could lead to chemotherapy. The depths of the state treasury, more cash for weaponry. Area 51, should be Alien 51. Roswell's miles to Scottsdale, in the desert where they're secluded and build bombshells. Free world, city of the sun, hippies with no guns, but gypsies have to hold one, cause it's risky once the cold come. And there's President Obama drama, karma. What about Constantine and his war armor? Tablets of the savage spread, books of the dead. Better heard than less said. Bibles, old as Rig Veda. Buddha was a disciple of Shiva. Judas was a disciple of Jesus. Brutus was a disciple of Caesar. And from ancient Sumer came psychics and readers. And ancient rulers came to fight to take Egypt. Killed their pharaohs and took the idols out of Giza. The man who travels hours without a visa. The mysteries of the man from Torrid. The Navy SEAL cautious. He may be from other orbits. Church, they pay God his tights. The IRS takes some, then pay the devil his price. Every deity gets a slice. And all we can do is hold on for dear life. And all know the saying, naked have I came, naked shall I leave. Oh wretched man that I am. When I go, the places no one shall grieve. Leave. The pineal gland is the land. The cardiovascular is Africa. I'm the oil ambassador, master of Nibiru with rocket carriers. Time traveler, man from Samaria. Dark matter, there's your abracadabra. The hunter-gatherers, hundreds of passengers coming from the summers to Attica. Spectacular, throwing the net over Dracula and the Dracons and the Klingons.
Powerful stuff.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Big up the return of Schiffer, you know what I mean?
Long, man.
Return of Schiffer in the place, man. Killer Priest, big up yourself, man. You know you're always dropping them gems. Big up Drop Top, yeah. Russian, Georgia, you know, Keisha, Raf, big up, man. Blessed to everybody. I hope everybody's been blessed. You know, we haven't done a show for too long. It's been actually 2 months, isn't it, Moss? Or something like that.
Yeah, it's been a while, mate.
You know what I mean? So, you know, thought, you know, let's just talk, let's do a random thing, as we always do. You know what I mean? And see what's going on, man. So how you been, Mossy, man? How you been?
Not bad, bro. You know, mate. Doing this and doing that. What about you, bro?
Yeah, you know, man. London life, man. London life. It is what it is. It's fast paced.
Busy,
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's fast paced right now. I know, like, the temperature that I see and the energy that I see out here right now, it's like everyone, like, you can't blame them. There's been a lot going on. Everyone's on their own thing.
Yeah.
But let's remember, we can't forget about certain people. You understand what I'm saying? But how's life up there, though?
It's all right, bro.
Any new projects you're working on?
Yeah, there's a few, bro, mate. I got a classic mini I'm doing up. And just building the house up, you know what I mean? Doing things in the house, bro. Tiling, flooring.
Right, so with the mini, I remember you sent me the pics the other day. Like, what are you trying to do? You trying to supercharge it?
Yeah. Possibly. I'm in two minds, bro. Put it back to original, where it'll be worth a lot of money. I'll turn it into a track car, innit? But it's got loads of track racing stuff already on it, so I'm kind of huffing and hawing what to do with it.
Oh, what? So when you bought the car, it already had certain parts attached to it already?
Yeah.
That's a bonus.
Yeah, definitely, mate. So make it quicker at least.
Yeah,
Whether I turn it into a racer for track or road use, I'm not sure yet.
Mm.
It's got a lot of welding to do. It's going to take a bit of time, bro. But yeah, it keeps me busy, mate, for the winter.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. Digital Bully, what's happening? Is he there? The Digital Bully. But yeah, man. So there's been like obviously people that we must have noticed that I've been like, you know, trying to keep up with the channel, you know, for the people, because that's the whole task, and that was like the whole plan in the first place, yeah, to keep up with the people, them let you not know what's going on. So I've been trying to, you know, make sure I deliver you enough videos a week. You know, I still post them at random times, but you know, that's what I'm doing right now. So we thought, you know, since we're in the momentum, when we bring back the show, you know what I'm trying to say?
Right, mate.
Yo, Digital Bully, what's going on?
It's been busy for a bit, innit?
I don't know. Is my signal good? Because I don't know. I feel like I keep cutting out.
Nah, I can hear you.
A little bit. Maybe you got a couple of apps open or something.
I hear you still.
Yeah.
Is that better now?
Yeah. Yeah, it's all right still. Go and talk, innit? And see if it cuts out in the middle of your sentence. So what you been up to?
Same old stuff, man. Just trying to get it in over here, man. I'm gonna go Veli Vision on you for a second still, actually. Because they were talking crypto over there. Like, I got a new thing, free money. Yeah. So basically, if I invite you to this thing, yeah, long story short, it's a trading
trying to plug the
website.
thing, cuz. Trying to plug.
So watch this. Now hear the joke. Hear the joke, bro. I'm smiling for a reason. I'm smiling. Watch this. I thought this was a scam, yeah. And my boy Mills must have hooked me up. He sent this thing to me. I put £10 into my account, and then it just gives me a free share. I didn't even spend the £10. So
What is that?
if I
Is that
send
one
it
of
to
those,
you,
yeah, but is that one of those ones? Because my brothers are dealing with all that at the minute as well. Is that one of them ones where you sure you didn't log in to get a free piece of share? Is that what it is?
so what you do is, yeah, like you sign up to this trading website. You put some money on your account, and then me and you will both get a free share. We just get a free one. So you don't even have to spend the money you put on there. You can just draw it straight back out. Weird one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So I've signed up a few people.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that a one-off for the first signing, I think.
No. Basically, what it is now, yeah. So you know that companies will get money for a marketing campaign where they'll do TV advertisements and whatever rubbish they'll do in it to advertise, yeah?
Yeah.
So this company don't use TV advertisements. What it does, it uses you to advertise them, innit? So when you invite someone, you'll get a free share as well. So if I invite you, me and you will get a free share. Then you invite someone else, you and them will get a free share. And every person you invite, you and that person will get a free share. Do you feel what I'm trying to say? So it's a good little way to rally up some Christmas money, I'll tell you that much. But the share can be worth between £2 and £200. But what I did was I just put a tenner on my account, and then it gave me a free £5. Yeah, but the £5 went up because remember there's shares in it, so the shares will go up and down in it. So by the time they've given me this £5, my £5 turned into about, I don't know, about £7-8 now. And then I signed up someone else. I got another one for £3. Signed up someone else.
How can the people then like get you to? How can they get involved in this? Like it says people that are interested in it. How can they contact you?
Long story short,
what's the deal?
What you have to do, yeah, is if you want me to contact you, put your email in the chat, yeah. And then what we'll do between me, Peniro, Moslins, like I'll send these guys the link, and then we'll go through the emails, and then we can email like one each in it or something, in it, because I think it took me about a week for the share to come through, in it. So what I've been doing, I've just been doing one a week.
Right.
You know, like that. Well, obviously, you could do more. You could do that if you got a big phone book. You could do that 50 people and get 50 free shares. If the free shares are 50 times a fiver, then that's
Well, but you're
£250
laughing
real
at the
quick.
money already. Shit.
Yo, what's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking?
Yo, BR reality, what's
cracking?
good, brother? BR TV, what's going on?
I'm there, man. I'm there, bro. So
You know we had to
everyone's
bring
good, yeah?
it back. You know we had to bring it back, man. It's been like 2 months.
Oh, come on now. Of course, man.
You know?
This is overdue.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Shitty
What's
was just
everyone
talking
saying,
about
though,
him and Christmas. Yeah, no, man's blessed. Man's blessed.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just, you know, getting the knowledge in and the rest, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is right now.
In the family, innit?
How you been, BR, man? What's going on? That's big up OSG as well.
big up OSG all the time, man.
Okay.
100%. It's the big homie right there.
Yo, big up only D21. I see you in the comments, my brother. Yeah. So yeah, man. So like,
Hey, B, I just realized that.
What's that?
Did you steal MF Doom's mask, cuz?
Can you say that again?
Did you steal MF Doom's mask?
Still MF Doom's mask. Who that?
That rapper, you know the
MF
rapper
Doom's
used to wear the
man.
mask.
Nah, I don't know who that be, bro.
Didn't he pass away, Shift? Like last year or this year or something?
I'm not sure, you know, but if
Yeah,
he did, God
passed
rest
away,
his soul. He was a good
away.
rapper.
Yeah, he passed away. They found him dead in
He was
his
a
yard.
good rapper, man.
Yeah.
No,
really?
Where is he from? The UK?
No.
Nah.
No, I don't know that.
He's a really good rapper, though. Really good. But he wears a mask similar to the one you're wearing. So that's why I thought you wearing his mask.
Nah. When I got my thing signatures and that, I didn't see no one with this. So whoever's got it now, I don't know. Maybe they got my mask.
That's crazy. Say, oh, MF Doom was found dead. This is news to me. Like, anyone who knows about MF Doom knows what I'm talking about. That guy there, he's a sly genius still. He's like the I don't know, like he's like the last Wu-Tang member that never got added. He should have been part of the Wu, really.
I think he's better than some of the man in the Wu, to be honest.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, no, I don't even listen to them, man. Apart from Ghostface, and I don't even know if he's part of it.
Yeah, Ghostface. You killed them. You slayed them. Yeah. But yeah, man, so people, man, you know, like if people in the comments and that don't think like, you know, we're getting a bit slow to the knowledge because we ain't done a little show in a while, so we're just, you know, knocking about. But what's been going on though, man? Like seriously, I don't know, like there's a lot of flooding going on right now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of flooding, and I don't know if people them saw Latoya's video. We have something going down on the 19th of November. You know, certain eclipses and all these type of things. Just think about how the weather's been over the last few 6 months. It's been kind of crazy. Like when you're thinking about volcanoes and all the rest of it. You know what I mean? So right now you got the government calling out for climate control now. They're talking about climate control. Everything's climate control. Do you understand? But this is people them know. They've been saying that for years. Do you understand what I'm saying? Now, why am I bringing this up? I'm bringing this up because me personally, I'm seeing certain things. I'm seeing certain orchestrations going on. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm seeing. I don't know if you guys see my video the other day with China. I know you see it, BR. China, the way that it's building its military up, and the threats being thrown left, right, and center. You understand? Like we're not going to let no one do this and no one do that. But we have to understand. You see, when people start talking like that, yeah. We have to understand. Obviously, they don't tell us everything that's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Now, I'm going to start putting out more military type videos on my channel because I don't think people really understand like the weapons. Much you know a lot about the weapons like the military have.
Innit?
Yeah. The weaponry from 1964 and them times there, they had bombs. They had nuclear bombs and yeah. I'm sure people have seen the old videos.
No, they got plasma cutters, bro. Laser ones. You know what I
They
mean?
got lasers now and all these type of things. These are things that you want to keep at the back of your mind. You know,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
some
right.
orchestration going on, and I've got a bunch of notes today that we can run through. You know what I mean? But I want to take time. So I would like
Let's
someone
get
else to
it.
point out a little something that they see going on at the moment as well. Like,
It's funny you saying what you just said though, yeah, because I was watching this video, yeah, like these Chinese man them have got the you know, like the Power Ranger suit,
mm-hmm.
like the robot thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the,
and it can be
with the
weaponized.
arms and the arms that make you more powerful and all them things. Like what they would call it? They call it
Robotic arms.
yeah, no, they call it like what's the word for it again?
Like a skeleton frame, innit?
That's the one, something like that. Yeah.
Bro, all I know is the thing remind me of them cartoon like Gundam and them thing there.
Mm.
Yeah, and if that can be weaponized, bro, that's dangerous, you know.
Yeah.
Well,
Terminator scene.
Americans are trained as well, Shift.
What's that?
The Americans have been training with those bio suits as well, where it's got like hydraulics in the joint areas of your body, so like your knees, your back, so you can like jump twice as high, you can run twice as fast.
What about movement? Does someone control that, or is that through
No,
our free mind?
it's all done by your reflex in your brain. It connects to your body through like some stuff. Yeah.
So Drop Top just said in the comments that Russia blew up a space satellite. Let me tell you what's going on with that. The space satellite that they blew up here, it was actually a test, right? So it was like a test run to see if they can blow up the satellite. The satellite they blew up was actually their own satellite. So they're making weapons that can blow up satellites.
All this was due to come, though, you know.
Well, look at Elon Musk, mate. How many satellites he's been putting up recently? He put something like 2,000 more up, like a few months ago.
It's like the video that people out the other day about they're watching us. They're watching us through all forms, man.
Yeah.
From every angle.
Yeah.
And if you want to take out satellites, that means you must want to disrupt some type of communication, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so this. The reason I like to talk about these things, is because these are the type of things that, because we do our everyday activities and whatnot, and we get on with life. These are things that I feel are important
to know if it was to occur.
Right, and big up Drop Top for putting that in there. It's really important. He also says,
Nice, bro. What you saying?
Laser beams have been around for a long time. Nothing new. Yeah, they have. Yeah. You know, you can get laser beams on a little key ring.
Sure.
Yeah.
So,
you know that thing that you showed me, the Google map, yeah. You know, you got that other one that it's deeper. It goes deeper. What's it called again? The Google Earth.
Yeah.
So, man was on Google Earth now, and you can just watch people.
No, it's true.
You can see people sitting outside their yard.
But is that the still picture one though you're talking, isn't it?
Nah. This is moving, bro. What? He's moving. Like, you know what? I'm gonna be honest here. I remember, I think it was my granddad passed away. And I remember my mum saying to me, if you go on Google Earth, you can still see him on there. And I must have went and checked on there one time, and I see him sitting down outside like he's still there, like he's still alive. But obviously, that means there's a delay in it. But obviously, if they can see all of that, like we're getting the delay version, innit? What's not the one without the delay seeing?
Full membership package.
It's funny because
they gonna watch you come out your yard.
To it.
Yeah, where you go, when you come back.
That's all. I mean,
yeah, nice. It's worse than it's ever been now.
Yeah, they're tracking us. They're tracking everyone, to tell the truth, though.
Yeah, but
escape it, right? Unless you live underground, innit?
That's true. But you see, with the Americans, they're prepared for some of this madness. That they've got them underground bunkers and all them efferys there. In the UK, I think we need to start doing them thing there. We don't know what's coming.
I'd rather be on top, bro. Like, pause. I'd rather be like, so basically,
No,
like, flipping.
And
I
it
don't
looked
know,
like
like,
lockdown might
that.
come back as well because
Gone. Gone. It might
when I
come
was
back.
young, we used to have basements. I don't see basements no more.
Yeah, no, hold on. No, listen to what I'm saying, yeah. I don't know about you guys, yeah, but I don't really want to be underground like that.
Ground shakes.
Yeah.
From what I've
trapped?
read from certain ancient texts and the research that I've done, like in the last days, being underground is not the one, bro.
I'll be on top of the mountain, innit?
Yeah, man. I don't know if anyone believes the story of Noah's Ark, but that guy was on top of the earth. He went underground. But yet still some Nephilim did survive. And they I don't know how they survived, but maybe they were underground. I don't know.
Water
You know what I'm saying? But back to what you were saying, Shifu, which is important, I got some notes down on that. It's lockdown thing.
yeah, I don't know that. I don't know if it's definite, yeah, but so basically I got a relative in the hospital, long story short, yeah. And then the hospital started going on funny, saying only one person can come to the hospital and visit him and all sorts of rubbish. You have to sign into a book and all of this crap.
Yeah.
And then they've transferred him to a different like a different kind of hospital now, yeah, where they're saying that you can go in there and you can look at him, but you can't touch him. You can't eat behind a screen.
Yeah.
So what they're saying, he's got the thing.
No, they're saying basically the town that he's in now, like the virus is rampant in that town, according to them. Yeah, so anyone who wants to go and visit their relative in that place there now, like you have to go in there and look at them behind the screen. Yeah, and you can't touch them, you can't go anywhere near them. You just talk to them through the screen. And if you want to bring them anything, you have to give it to the people them, and they have to give it to him. Yeah, and I don't know. That's just an indication to me that, you know, things ain't getting as good as they say they are.
Well, you know what it is. The problem is that even if things were getting good here, there's other countries that are going through it. So we all know that everybody flies around. So the potential risk is always going to be high. Let me give you an example. COVID vaccine passports are going to be introduced to Northern Ireland. You know, like they're not letting you work unless you got it. In Austria, they're basically saying if you don't work, basically if you don't work, you ain't got a job where you really need to be there. You got to stay in your yard. And if you get caught, outside, you're getting fined £400. So
that's mad.
And the healthcare as well. If you're not vaccinated, you can't be getting jobs in healthcare and looking after people no more, neither.
I've seen a lot of videos on them getting sacked over it, innit?
Yeah. My doctors will show me about that stuff.
A lot of my mates.
And a lot of the healthcare people that was disagreeing with the relaxing of the rules and stuff though, because a lot of the NHS people, you know, they're saying that they basically relaxed the rules too early. Long story short of it, a lot of the healthcare professionals are saying this. So, you know, all of these things are indications to me that we might be on a downhill spiral back into some kind of lockdown, or something's gonna happen.
I see it happening for Christmas, bro.
The thing is, just be prepared for it, innit?
Stuck
like
up.
We've done it for 2 years. Like, that's it.
Well, this is the thing, though. This is the thing, though, Biard. Everyone should be preparing because look, like you just said, look what we just went through 2 years ago. Man, if I know that at any time these people can do the same thing they done.
Yeah, 100%.
Anytime, man's gonna go up in that little building with the little conference table in front of him and start talking about we gotta stay in yard. Do you know what I'm saying?
They done it with the petrol the other day, though.
Yeah, they tried to scare man with the petrol as well. And listen, people, then don't let the scare tactics get to you. Like when that petrol thing was going on, BR,
Mm.
They were telling. Do you remember when they said, "Oh, we're going to put military outside the petrol pumps"?
Yeah.
It's like every time something happens, they keep doing this. Yeah, they keep doing this. When we got locked down, do you remember when they said it about the shopping place there? They said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
because it's been a bit hectic and there's been fights and whatnot." Yeah, they're going to put military there. So it's like, to me, it's like they're trying to find a way to have the military on the streets, which will be their martial law. You understand what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But at the same time, you got certain men in the military that are not on it.
Yeah.
And hopefully them numbers keep rising. You understand? But they try to...
What will happen there, though, Pete, is I'll send all the British troops to America and all the American troops
They've
to us.
already done that, Moss. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because that slipped my brain. They already done that.
Yeah, Trump sent over 70,000 of his troops to Britain, innit? Well,
Right.
Europe, should I say?
To do what? What's his plan?
Well, British forces were training some country in Europe with the Americans on warcraft in it, on water. So it's whatever they're thinking of what's going to happen next is going to be to do with like the Navy and stuff, mate, rather than on land warcraft in it, like sea warcraft.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which quite in the beginning of World War II, innit? It was all the Navy that got involved first. They like basically ran into all the areas through the channels, the ocean, and then attacked from the ocean, innit? And now our British people are retraining the Americans and European countries how to fight on sea, basically.
Well, that must be the reason why China amped up their ships to 355.
Exactly, mate. And all them islands they've been building.
Yeah.
In what time period did they stack up them ships? What, in a year or something like that?
Been going
No,
on about,
that's what they got now, though. So.
Oh, okay.
Been going on for about 6 years now with the Chinese, with them islands.
Mm-hmm.
But there's the law on it that states you have something. I think it's like 20 miles around your land. So what they've done is built these man-made islands all in this main channel that like America uses, all of Europe uses to transport goods back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So they're putting all these islands close so they can basically net off that whole channel and claim it as China power. So then they can control who comes in and who goes out in it.
In life, that's what everything's always about. It's about the control.
Mm-hmm.
It's always control.
That's the nation of empire. That's the nature of empire. Sorry, not the nation. The nature of empire building.
Mm-hmm. Control.
100%.
Take over and control.
I know.
Take over and
use
control.
the facilities. You understand?
The thing is, bro, the way they're doing it, it's like the average Joe doesn't even realise it, mate. They're comfortable with it, you know what I mean? That's how slow we've introduced it to the society. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even notice it's going on unless you're researching and stuff.
Mm.
It's like this whole COVID thing, mate. It's like everyone else is saying, mate, they dropped all the things too early if it's as bad as what they're saying. Because you were speaking earlier, Pete, you could probably fill in on it, that the amount of like deaths that's been going on since COVID started, how much it's raised, and it ain't actually all that what it's made out to be, innit, bro?
No, it's not. But we're not going to get too much onto that. You know, at the end of the day, I'm sure everyone that's on this channel knows what it is, or you probably wouldn't be on this channel. You know what I mean? So that we all know what's going on.
Do you know what? I found really interesting that I heard the other day? Yeah, I was listening to this. What's the guy's name again? Do you know about Joe Rogan? Yeah.
Of course. I'm a UFC man.
Yes.
I know about Joe Rogan.
Yeah. I'm listening to this Joe Rogan podcast, yeah. And these men start talking about madness. I don't know, it just got me interested, innit? So he starts talking about metaverse. Do you know about the metaverse?
The what?
The metaverse.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, this new gaming thing that they got going on. Yeah, the gaming metaverse. So long story short, now they got this new gaming thing, yeah, that's gonna be run by crypto. Yeah. So like you got this new coin now, yeah, called Shiba. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Shiba Inu.
you can,
I thought it's called
you can
Shibu.
buy
I
these.
thought it's called Shibu.
I don't know. It's Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu.
Yeah.
Yeah. So watch this. If you buy these Shiba Inu, if you buy enough of them, yeah. You have to basically, it's like burning money then, isn't it? So you burn a certain amount of them, you burn a certain amount of money, and then you can turn your Shiba Inu into an actual digital character, like a little animal, a little puppy or whatever it is now, yeah? And you get to name it. Yeah, or in fact, you only get to name it if you spend the money basically and burn the money. Now, once you start playing these games, you can earn crypto in the game.
You're on this crypto thing hard, innit?
Bro,
to actually spend and use though.
You have to go and talk. You should go and talk
bro,
to my brothers.
listen to what I'm saying to you.
They're all on it, bro.
You can earn crypto in the game. Any crypto is going to have a market value in it. So obviously, if you earn bare of them, you can spend them in it. Like,
What game's this?
do you know what? I don't know what. Like, I was looking at it the other day. I don't know what the name of the games are. I know about the Shiba Inu one. Yeah, let me have a look quickly. So it says the top 10 metaverse gaming projects. Yeah, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you. Just froze.
Hold on, let me tell you what this is.
Drop Top said
There's a game called Two Rich Cities.
Drop Top said it's complete Central Land.
There's a game called Reality Chain. It says Reality Chain is a multi-chain metaverse set to launch on Octopus Network, which is the substrate-based Aptium network on Near Protocol.
What is that? Some black web shit or something?
I don't know what these games do. All I know is they're games, innit? Like they look like, I don't know. It looks like very open worldish, yeah, kind of games.
So obviously,
hey Schiffer, what's the difference between the tokens and the coin though? What, from your experience, because you sound like you know your stuff on this side. What's the difference?
So when you're saying the tokens and the coins, yeah, like for instance, the tokens are what the coin is based on. If I'm speaking right, then I got that right. If I'm speaking wrong, I apologize. But this is how I kind of understand it. The tokens are what the games are what the crypto is based on. So for instance, you've got a Bitcoin then, yeah, and but Bitcoin is based on something called Satoshis. So each Bitcoin is worth a certain amount of Satoshi tokens. So it don't matter if you got tokens or you got coins, they all worth money. Long story short of it.
All right, so let me say this. Let me say this then. So you're saying it. So now you can play games, yeah, when it comes to getting involved in this thing. Blood, that is one of the most. These people are taking a piss, bro.
Obscene, really, isn't it?
Bro, man can sit in his house, play a game, and get paid for it. And if you're good at the game, really good at the game, and you earn all the bonuses or whatever, then I assume someone's gonna get rich playing a game.
So what game are you? What type of games are you talking about? You're talking about everyday computer game.
Well, like you know, like you got like these
that man's gonna sit down and play Call of Duty and get P. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, them kind of things. Or you got this, like you see, like you got them games like them program like Pokemon. Yeah, so you might have like a little Pokemon in it. So I buy my Pokemon, I name him, and then my Pokemon has to fight your one. If I beat your one up, then I'm gonna take all your money.
What type of fuckery is this?
You're into deep, dog.
Do you know what
it's deep. It's deep, bro. It's
but that's foolish. That's gonna make people. Bob, you know how big the game. You know already because you play games on your computer. Yeah. Do you know how big the industry is? You know how much people play game. How much man are gonna get sucked from that, bro?
They're gonna turn away.
But it's only probably gonna be on select platforms. Because them websites and net thing he was talking about.
Yeah, it's gonna be a PC thing. It's not gonna be. It might be on the phone though.
It might be on the Xbox, bro.
It might be,
yeah.
it might be apps for the Xbox and the rest of it, so we don't really know, innit?
Why
But what
wouldn't
I
it?
will
Why
say
wouldn't
is
it be?
this.
Why wouldn't it be?
Computer.
Yeah, right. But then what I will say is this. Obviously, because there's money involved, you know, they got to make sure the game is you know, it's tailored a certain way so people can't cheat and do certain things in it. So
You get rinsed
obviously putting it on the crypto network probably makes more sense because it's not hackable. Like, well, maybe it is hackable, but they haven't hacked it as yet. So it's probably a lot safer doing it that way. But then, you know, with all the people that's losing their jobs now, like we said, they got the Gundam robot. So if they got the Gundam robot and they can armor that thing and it can go and take out a small village, I'm sure they got a robot that can stock some shelves. And they probably got a robot that can, you know, drill a hole and, you know, do things that we don't. Like, for instance, the car that drives themselves, remember, they was talking about the 5G and all of these things. So once that comes into play, is there going to be a cab driver anymore? Or is he going to be playing the game? Or is the game going to involve you controlling the cab? I don't know. crazy.
But you know what? Yeah, bro. Maybe the game is another form of control.
Yeah, it is,
maybe it's another form of control.
And if you look back,
well, it could be.
But of course, it's a form of control, man. What type of shit?
When
You're gonna get students. You're gonna get students rinsing out their money, bro.
Bro, all the games as well. Everything you play is for money, innit?
Because people that can't understand, people that go people that go on them stock market things or they go on the crypto and they can't understand it, they'll be like, oh, I figure I'm just gonna play the game. I'm not gonna learn it.
Yeah.
Because I've got a brethren that, you know, innit? A certain man that have been in the stock market game for years and all that. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, even him, he's like, Pete, it's mad. Like, I see all these new people like trying to jump in this shit. They're not even really researching this shit for really what it is. They just like,
because they make it so easy.
For it.
Come on, bro. Like, look what I said to you earlier on in the program. I said to you, yeah, I got this app. All I have to do is send you the app. You don't even got to know nothing about stocks or trading. Just put a tenner on there and then take your tenner back out. Guess what? We get free money just for you just putting some money. So you know they're trying to push this thing hard.
Oh, yeah, you get like what? Yeah, 75 or 35 or something like that.
But let's not forget they're pushing it hard as well because, you know, the money's going to come to an end soon. So everything's going to be on a...
All right, remember... Some people ain't going to be like me and reserved with it, you know. You're going to get some people who's going to go absolutely hamster wheel with this. They're going to be getting like 100, 200 people a month. That's like an extra grand, whatever a month, however much you can put in there, innit? Like on top of your wages, you know. All you got to do is phone people or not email people. Go on Facebook. Listen, you sign up, we both get a free share. Real simple stuff. There's money to make in this.
Let me just answer this, Shiv. Shiva is a destroyer who ends the cycle, of which in turn begins a new creation. With Parvati, Shiva had a son, the god Janisha, other sons Shiva and Skanda. Yes, True Seeker. If you go to my video that I made like 2 years ago, talking about the third Hydra Collider, it's got that everything that you just said in there and more. Go and check that out, yeah? And why, man?
Have you seen that?
We cover all angles, but over here.
You see, it's funny that this person just brought this up. What's her name? Conchita, yeah? Out to Conchita. Big up yourself, yeah?
Big up.
Truth Seeker, yeah? Conchita Truth Seeker. Watch this. There is a program, yeah? And it's on the Disney Plus, yeah? I found it online. It's called Loki, yeah? Remember the Marvel, the Avengers? There's a guy called Loki, innit? Thor's brother.
The sorcerer.
Now, all right. When you watch this Loki program, guess what happens at the end of the program, bro? Yeah, man's watched the whole season now. Got to the end of it. I said, hold on. They get to a place now. There's this thing called the timekeepers. Yeah. So these timekeepers are like robots that somebody's built. Yeah. And he's got a whole establishment of people working for them, trying to control like the time. The timelines, innit? Yeah. Now, long story short, like all you see when you're watching the Avengers, like Endgame and all of them things, whatever Avengers film you're watching, like the Avengers think they're doing things out of their free will. They think they're doing things like, you know, and they're changing stuff, but they don't realize that they're being controlled, innit? There ain't no free will in it. Long story short. So watch this. This Loki guy. Somehow he finds out about these timekeepers or whatever, and then there's universes on there's multiverse, yeah. So the multiverse means there's more than one version of you in it, yeah. So this Loki guy meets all the other versions of himself, yeah, and they go to the timekeepers and they have to basically they're trying to get back their free will. They work it out that the timekeepers ain't real, they're robots or whatever. So to get their free will back, they have to go to the end of time, yeah, to some little castle in the end of time on some rock in the middle of the universe somewhere. And there's this guy called, what's his name? Kang the Conqueror, yeah? And this Kang the Conqueror guy, I can't remember the name they used for him. There's like he who exists after it all or something, or he who is the last person in existence. Long story short of it, I can't remember the exact wording they use, yeah? But this guy, basically, he was the first person to work out the metaverse or the multiverse, not metaverse, the multiverse, yeah?
Right.
And meet the other versions of himself. And then basically he went to war with himself in it, and all the other multiverses were warring against each other. But there's some kind of creature that can it eats the timelines or something like that. It's some super powerful creature. He manages to control it, and then he's basically at the end of time controlling everyone, controlling everything. Yeah. So, long story short, he's kind of trapped at the same time as him being in control, if that makes sense. So he needs someone to kill him so that he can be born again. Yeah. And all of his other selves that he killed can all come back alive so that he can start again and do things that maybe he's going to do something different. Maybe, you know, he just got bored and he wants to go back to his conqueror version because he's just sitting in this place controlling stuff. You don't conquer nothing no more, innit? And he's Kang the Conqueror, innit? So it's funny, when you brought up this Shiva thing, it's like these kind of things is what they put in these programs, you know. When you read in these religious books, a lot of these programs, especially this Marvel, DC, all of that superhero stuff, that I think it's all connected. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. Sci-fi, all that. And not all the sci-fi though. They go a bit far with that. They go a bit far with it. But you are right. Even what character was in Deep? Was it Marvel? Apocalypse. That character.
Yeah.
Even the way that he takes his soul out of his body and he can go into another body.
Yeah.
And restart again. Things like that. You know. These are things that they practice. I shouldn't be talking about this stuff on my channel, but it is what it is. These are the type of things that they practice. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, you're right, man.
Yeah,
so, BR, what's been going on with you though, BR, man? BR, what's been happening, man? How's the channel going?
It's going alright still, you know. Stay.
Remember, people, you've always put the links of everybody, you know, that's on the show in the description to make sure you follow them, you know.
I just looked it up. The thing's called the episode's called He Who Remains. So the guy who's called Kang the Conqueror, they call him He Who Remains. So he's the last person at the end of time, and you can see everything. He knows everything that's gonna happen. He's orchestrating it. Weird, bro. I think everyone should watch that one. It's a good watch.
All right. Look, I want to change up the discussion quickly. Yeah.
Tell him.
Right. I want to change up the discussion, people. Yeah. And I want to know in the comments as well how you feel about it. Yeah. And don't just say it just because, you know what I mean? Just like be real, innit? Like, obviously, when we was younger, Shifa, yeah? Like, 'cause everything goes round in fashion, innit? Right? We're talking about fashion right now. You know what I'm saying? And when we was younger, we used to wear a lot of more baggy clothes and stuff like that. We used to wear a lot more baggy clothes, you know? Some people used to wear size XXX and they were bloody extra large. You know what I mean? Right? But, you know, I see things changing a little bit now. But how do you lot feel about that? Do you lot miss them days? Or do you prefer these days? It's just a question.
Nah, I don't, fam.
No, it's just a question that
Why not?
because Because the clothes now they're more tighter, innit? Right? But the clothes back then they were super big. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
bro, the clothes nowadays are skin tight, fam.
Right,
Even the tracksuit come
All I
like
gotta say is
leggings.
this. Look, all I gotta say is this, BR. Oh damn, I miss those days. Yeah, them days when man's
I'm
balls
telling
weren't
you,
rubbing
man.
against jeans and them things there. Yeah,
And the thing is, yeah, we can switch it
yeah,
up.
I could get air, I could breathe.
Hey, listen, I don't like going to the shop
So
and I'm
what, you
trying
still
on
wear
jeans and I
string
can
vests
feel
then?
my calf muscles, man. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going shop to
Who's-
try on
who's
jeans.
still-
I'm feeling my calf muscles and all that.
No, it's true. You got to buy a size up, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
come on. You're
yeah,
popping out the side of the jeans, innit?
But even a size up depending on the style, bro.
regular, innit?
It's like Chinese clothing.
You know what? You're right. Peniros right, you know, because if you think about it, back in them days, like, don't get me wrong, some people used to be extreme. You see, the Americans, they were extreme with the bagginess, innit?
Yeah,
So the jeans look so baggy that
Triple X large and their
you was
size large.
walking on them jeans. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
MC
flow.
Hammer.
Do you remember them days where you see,
They're the flares.
Yeah, I
man walking on
I'm
them
telling you.
jeans?
Walking on there, underneath their heel. Them
Yeah,
things.
I remember
Underneath
seeing
the hill,
man
innit?
them,
You
yeah. I
remember
remember
that?
seeing man
Yeah.
them with the rip up jeans
Yeah.
at the back where they've been
Man's have
walking
got
on that
holes,
shit.
holes in the back of the jeans. But now you would never find a jeans like that now. Man's tight around the ankle, blood.
Yeah, I don't like that's the one thing I don't like about it. 'Cause I got big foot, yeah. It just looked
Yeah.
kind of stupid still.
Yeah, makes you look
It looks like
like
you got bolts on, innit?
yeah.
There you go. And the
Yeah.
thing is, I
But it's
love
made us.
110s, innit? 110s does not fit skinny
Oh.
jeans and tracksuit, but it just looks the foot looks so big.
Right, mate.
Yeah, no, I just wondered. Still. What do you mean, Young
Remember-
Dolph? No, you're lying. Young Dolph ain't dead. You're joking.
Yeah, I saw something posted earlier. I didn't believe it though.
Nah, come on. I gotta check this one out, man.
Crip.
I like the artist.
Same.
I think with the baggier jeans though, you'll grow bigger. We were bigger back in the day. Yeah. Nowadays, you know, everyone's trying to be skinny. Everyone's trying to slim down because it's all skinny jeans. Everything's super fitted. So, you know, they're trying to make us smaller, and I think that there's a relevance in that. There's relevance to that.
Look at this thing, yeah. Me being Caribbean, being Jamaican. We're not born in Jamaica, but Jamaican heritage. That it's like the Jamaicans was wearing fitted stuff from early still, you know. Man, have to question some of that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, but now obviously it's fashion, so everyone's.
But when you say this now, yeah, if we go back to like, go on.
No, got you.
But it depends what era you're talking about. Because if we go like, you see, like my dad's era, my granddad's era, they weren't into jeans like that. These men were smart dressed.
Baggy.
These men will wear suits, even if it was patched up. They'll get old clothes and patch them up and make them look good. You feel where I'm coming from? Whereas
no, I'm talking
nowadays,
more my era, like, you know, I can't even what era is it? When the yardies used to wear them tight cut off jeans. They look like women's jeans.
What?
and the wallabies.
Yeah, I remember the wallabies. Remember with the wallabies, the kickers.
Yeah, come on now.
They still wear kickers, I think. I don't know.
Yeah. My youth them wear kickers at school and that, man.
I pair of kickers about 6-7 years ago, I think.
Yeah, they're still into all that stuff, man. Wintertime boots, summertime kickers.
I think it's the same in like Africa as well, though. Like, because you see, when you're dealing with poor people, especially, like, we're quite privileged over here. We don't really know about hand-me-downs and all of that like that. Like some of us do. Like maybe way back.
Yeah, man, know about that, man. Come on now, that was standard, fam.
Yeah, but these kids nowadays, they don't know about hand-me. These kids are spoiled nowadays.
You think they don't get
these kids be sharing each other's stuff, fam.
No, listen. You think they don't get hand-me-downs, bruv? You know how many charity shops there are more now than there was back in the day? And how much little places you can go in them thing there. I've given clothes away like a month. You know what I'm saying? You can get more now. You get more now, trust me.
I hear you.
Trust me.
Yeah. I was saying to my missus the other day, the youths nowadays spend a lot of money on their drip. A lot of money just on the one outfit.
Yeah, let's cover that.
I think back in the days, though, bro. I'm gonna be honest, G. See, when I was growing up, like I couldn't ask my parents. I couldn't ask my mum for certain trainers. I couldn't ask for. There was no point. You ain't getting them, innit?
Yeah.
Like there was a budget.
No, word, bro. You think say man never went through them times there, fam? But the only wickedest thing, mum used to always keep the receipt and will send you back to the shop.
Every kid's got them
you better go and
trainers
find
now.
something you like for that change.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
you're
obviously,
right.
but
You're right. No, you're right.
Everyone's got them trainers now, though, bro. And everyone's got phone now.
No one's wearing high tech. No one's wearing no high tech right now. No Dunlop right now.
Even the ends. Back in the days, the ends. Man, they even know they was called New Balance. Man was just calling them ends.
What?
You know the end trainers, the New Balance.
Yeah.
Back in the days, yeah, people used to get brushed for wearing them. Now it's a standard thing you see people in.
Yeah, people used to wear them in primary
New
school.
Balance and all of that.
Bruv, I remember having Dr. Martens and trying to break them into pieces, bruv. I hated them fucking heavy shoes, bruv. Yeah, but you see now, people are rocking them, yeah. My own people.
Yeah, they're rocking them now.
Bruv, the price has gone
up.
But was the price high when man was young? The fact is, it weren't trending in school. So man try and break those things up, but they was pretty much impossible to break.
Yeah. Solid, mate.
Bro, tell me about it.
Yellow bottoms, mate.
We used to wear Dr. Martens and that.
Yeah.
Nah. I don't own a pair of shoes, fam.
But we used to paint your nails black.
Bro, when we was growing up, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I remember I was a kid, I used to kick out trainers, innit? So like the only trainers, I used to have the Adidas Sambas. Do anyone remember the Sambas?
Oh, come on, man. The free strap with the silky type.
No, what's that one? Which one's that one?
I used to love them. I used to love the Sambas. And the shell toe.
That's the one that had the orange sole.
Yeah, the original. Those are the original tennis shoes.
Tennis shoe, man.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I used to have the Adidas Sambas, boy. I swear, I kicked out the Adidas Sambas in about 3 or 4 months. After them Adidas Sambas mashed up, I remember saying to my mum, I need a new pair of trainers. Bro, listen, we went to what's the shop? Do you know about Shoe Express? Hey, you don't want their trainers. You don't want them. Hey, you don't want them ones.
They last for like 2 months.
Tough plastic, innit?
Bro, I had to have I needed something for PE, and I had to take them to school and PE in these mad trainers. I'm not even gonna say the name.
Shifty wrote Chiffer on the side of it in Tipex.
Is it? Hey. My days in school, it was plimsolls for PE, man. Everyone wore plimsolls.
Plimsolls, remember plimsolls?
Bro, the Bruce Lee shoes, come on now. I used to run up the walls with them things.
The guy at school looking like Jackie Chan's student. You know what I'm doing?
No, not in school. It's just for PE.
Bro, those are the days, though. You know, you used to value things.
But you got to rock what you got to rock, fam. It is what it is, brother. So you go, you're going to go to school in barefoot.
Bro, I've seen that, bro. I've seen man with them open shoes and you know the bottom part's ripped off and it just look like it's talking. I've seen dudes with those, bro. It looked like a crocodile's mouth.
Do you know what though? Those type of things make you value your trainers, you know, because you think
funny, man.
This is our generation,
yeah.
Bro, no, though that was actually a good thing, because I'm telling you now, like even certain family members to this day, like I got certain trainers, that have been around for years. They've been here forever, and they still look half decent because we knew how to take care of it. We knew how to. Listen, I got a pair of Adidas upstairs, some white ones, they are old, bro.
Are they white?
They are old. They like.
Are they white or are they yellow now?
Yeah, that's what.
No, do you know what? They started to yellow, and man got the bleach, the strong bleach, and man bleached them, left them in the bleach overnight, put them in the washing machine, come out bright, whiter than they was to start off with. I said, yo, I'm good at this. I'm good. You're good at preserving stuff.
Yeah. What colour's your foot?
Michael Jackson.
Them shoes bleach, man.
You like that colour?
Crazy.
Pause.
Nah, but the youths,
No, but
the youths
seriously,
nowadays,
when
their
you think
clothes are
about it,
too
these
tight
kids
though.
now,
Their clothes are tight, man.
yeah, but they don't know how to take care of things though. These kids
No,
now,
they
they
don't.
need a
They
new
treat it
one.
like
Like
it's
they always
nothing.
need a new one.
They get a pair of Air Max,
Yeah.
they treat it like it's nothing. They'll kick that out.
Mm.
Because now they can go
100%.
home. They go home now, and their mum try to beat them, and they go run to the social services so they can kick out their trainer now.
Yeah.
They might not get
Youths
another
them are
one
smart
for a
nowadays,
couple of years, but you know. So yeah, I just wanted to ask that question earlier on if they would
Yeah,
like
it's
to
true.
go back. If you would like, would you rather go back to the days of when there was baggy clothes, or so?
I
Let's
don't know.
ask one by
I like the hats,
one.
though.
Mossy,
Aye.
let me ask you straight question. Would you rather go back to the days where it was baggy clothes, or would you have to stay with the tight clothes?
I don't know. I don't wear tight clothes, innit? I like bro.
Hey, that's a sick answer, though. I'm telling you.
But when you sit down, yeah, and your fucking ankles ain't on show, bro. You know what I mean? Not that tight,
Yeah.
innit?
Especially if you live in London, it's kind of chilly, isn't it?
Yeah, in the mountains, mate.
I agree with Moss. I agree, man. Like, this is why I'm always wearing track. P, you know me. Back in the day, you wouldn't really see me in tracksuit like this. But I wear tracksuit now because it's the only
Same.
thing that's baggy
No,
left.
but I was like
Everything
that
else
too,
is.
shit. I was like that too. Man was always dressed up.
I
like,
know.
more time.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened. Man just started doing the tracky thing just to be more comfortable.
Yeah,
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
It's the age and the era, man. It's the era, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to go back to getting wet ankles from the dragging trousers and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nasty, you know. That was nasty. And the wickedest thing, man, them still wore them jeans the next day sometimes, bro.
Yeah, innit? And you'd see all the water.
What jeans? What jeans you talking about?
You know the old school baggy jeans where it was like flared boot cut jeans.
Yeah.
Who
All
wear
the-
boot cut? Who wear boot cut jeans, bro?
Bro, I had a pair of
Oh,
boot
wow.
cuts, fam, and they only fitted the Air Forces. I'm telling you.
The niggas secretly wearing the Dr. Martens. I told niggas, man.
After
Nah, sir. Listen, secondary school is Versace shoes, bro.
Hey, all right, let me ask you another question. Would you wear Uggs?
Uggs. Nah, I buy that for my missus. Nah,
What?
No, seriously. No, seriously. Would you wear Uggs?
No.
Nah, fam.
Bro, don't wear no Uggs, man. Don't be part of that circle.
Pause.
Hey, I've seen man wear
Who's
Uggs.
wearing it? Bro, I've seen
Hey, listen, in the comments, yeah? Tell me someone's seen a man wear Uggs. Don't lie.
Bro, I've seen a top hitter. Yeah.
None of my homies. Don't come to my house with no Uggs.
No. You can't take them off your feet, bro. Those will be all sweaty toes, fam.
Oh, mate.
Sheffield,
You know what?
You won't
I live in the countryside. I've not even seen a man in Uggs. I've seen a man wear Hunters. Yeah, those are like the Wellington boots.
Yeah,
but
I've
Uggs
seen
is
those.
going
It's
going too far. That's going a step too
you
far.
need that in the survival lands, though, man. You need some
need
weight. Don't go raving with them. Just wear them in the moss, in the moss pits.
Yeah. I got my way.
Bro, I don't know. If a man wears Uggs, I just assume that you like other men.
Possibly, bro. Who knows, man?
But what's the difference from man wearing Uggs to the man they're rocking them handbags, though?
You know that's not true.
That's a good question.
The thing is, the pouch thing now, yeah? You see with the pouch thing, it's more masculine, if that makes sense. It's not like no fancy glitter on there, unless you want to go all glittery with that shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain
But I see the rappers not with the satchel. I see them with like what P said, the handbags. I mean,
that's
proper
They're
handbag.
carrying a purse.
Like, a man's got a Louis Vuitton handbag.
Hey, listen, let me break it down to you.
Yeah, I saw Cameron with one. Or someone.
Guy.
I see some rappers. They got them.
Now, maybe let me break it down, Shif, yeah? So Louis Vuitton and them guys, yeah? And with Versace and them guys, we know that they're like, you know, we're in the dark side. They're in the dark side, right? The man. Yeah. So they obviously must have thought to themselves, damn, I want to wear a handbag. How could I like make some type of bag that I could wear to disguise it from being a handbag? Because I like to dress up. They probably like to dress up like women at night time. So we thought, Let me try and make a handbag, and everyone put it out with their name and everything, and everyone followed it. You're forgetting that them man are definitely on the other side of darkness. You know what I'm trying to say? So
yeah. So what about the thing that everyone used to wear back in the days, that little pouch that used to go around your waist?
Oh,
with the
I
zip
got it.
on
I know who it was now. It was
the
one of the
bum bag thing.
Migos. It was the Migos. I see them with the pink luggage. Yeah, a man had pink luggage for his PlayStation, and a man had a handbag. Yeah, and it was definitely a female one, and he said he don't care. You don't care. I like it.
Skepta does the same thing though. Skepta shops in the women's section. I saw.
No. You know what? I was actually not happy the other day. I saw a video of Cameron doing that. I was not happy, bro. My man pulled out a shoe, a pink shoe, and he goes, "Yeah, it's a woman's one, but I had to get it because it's pink."
Boy. Them man don't love the pom pom, boy.
That reminds me of that video that I done. I don't even want to slay my man, innit?
But they like it. I'll be honest.
No, but remember I done that video for Skepta.
Yeah.
Oh, you did. Okay, yeah, you touched on that.
The same thing he done, innit? He wanted to shop in the women's part. The women's.
Yeah. I saw it. Yeah, I see that, man.
Yeah, but these shows says
a lot of men want to be women nowadays, though, bro.
Hey, let me just speak up a few people, man, and then get back. Well, I don't want to get back to that subject, but yeah, let me just speak up a few people. Because we got some new people in the house as well, man. Conchetta, Conchetta. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Conchetta, True Seeker, big up yourself. Keisha, Rafe, big up yourself. Raf, I think, and big up yourself, Lind. Big up yourself, Georgia. Marlon Nevers, big up yourself. Thanks for the info on Young Dolph. And that's getting out of hand as well. Hey, did you talking about shooting a Young Dolph? You see all that Alpo Martino team and stuff and that as well. You know they got him in it.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, the Alpo guy from Paid in Full.
Yeah. I know the guy. Yeah. Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, and as I just read, I did read on the internet. I did read that young Dolph got killed in Memphis, so that's another guy that's been killed in his hometown. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? People are like, oh, you get everyone gets killed in their hometown. Yes, because that's where you're gonna have personal situations where you grew up, right? You know what I'm saying?
Take that shit to heart.
Yeah. That's where you grew up and people saw you rising and didn't like it.
That's where the jealous people are at, mate.
Well, if you move out of town, no one's really got nothing to be personally jealous of you because you ain't done nothing.
You ain't understand.
So yeah, you're definitely more likely to get killed in your own town. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. People need to start talking that rubbish. Oh, I can go back to the hood. Who cares, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You see, us as black people, you know, we have to grow up, you know, seriously.
And stop always trying to prove something.
Always trying to prove some shit. Oh, I can go back to my hood. So what? So what?
For real.
The whole point is to get out of the hood.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Stop fucking feeding the wrong messages to people.
You don't even have to. There's so much social media things and so much banking things like Cashapp, and you don't even need to go to the hood to help no more.
Like, no. You've hold on a sec, yeah. Like, I got one about it. It's like, you know, once you've reached a certain level of education that you've got out of the hood, your mind's changed to your mindset to the type of people that you want to be around. So there's no reason for you to go back to that, where your original boys, in a way, dumber than you, innit? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Got no value to you, innit? You're up and out another different level now with different type of people around and that type of thing, innit?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good to break the circle.
It shows Anna says, what is your thoughts on the White Yardie? I don't even watch the guy, to be honest with you, but I don't know what was he talking about. White Yardie. I don't even watch him. What is he talking about?
I like White Yardie.
No, I'm just saying I don't watch him.
I like him, but I think he's funny, man.
What's he talking about?
Ain't he real Jamaican, born in Yard or something?
He's a comedian.
I've seen him. I know
comedian. He's just comedian.
I see White Yardie on a show with
M.R. or something.
No, that I used to watch him on this thing where they used to sit in the room and just bust jokes. Him and that comedian guy, man. What's he called? The light skinned comedian guy. She probably knows. But yeah, well, I don't know. You have to tell us what
You're talking about Slim.
what was said shows. We don't know what was said, so you got to write in what was said. Yeah, we don't mind. We don't mind covering it if you want to cover it. If anyone want to jump on the panel, they can. I can put the link out for them.
Yeah, people.
I think White Yardie is good, man.
Yeah?
Yeah, no, he's cool. He's cool.
Is he good?
Yeah, he's cool, man.
Does he do stand-up as well?
I don't know, you know. I used to like watching
What's the guy that he rolls with? I
Major
can't remember his name, man. The light-skinned brother, man. Comedian.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does.
He used to do the Instagram videos. I remember his name, man.
Christopher Savage.
Nah, he was on the show as well. The show that I'm talking about, that Christopher Savage guy was on it, and 2 more people.
I think you're talking Christopher Savage, you know?
Yeah, no, he was on it. Christopher Savage was on it, yeah. He was one of the guys.
I think that's who you're talking about anyway.
So she said he went on a panel with some black British people, and they were rude. Okay, so rude about what? Well, you know.
Who prefers the 2000s till now? Who prefers the 2000s till now?
What do you mean?
Would you rather live back in the 2000s or right now?
Nah, mate.
This is the
2000s.
To me, this is like the 2000s because I'm kind of older.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to have to go back through.
I'd go back. Listen, if I had a choice here, I go right back to the 80s. Listen, I go
the
right
80s.
back.
Why the 80s?
Yeah, before.
If you could
listen,
do you know what? Yeah, let me skip it.
Let
me skip it. If you could time travel, where would you go back to?
Bro, I'm going to the 80s, bro.
Why?
All the 70s. Nah, do you know what?
Bro,
Late 70s.
Let me cut in. So
hey, Moss, what did you say?
No, VR. No, VR, hold on. He said he wants to go back to the 80s. Man, we're just talking about tight clothes and all them type of thing there. Yeah? Schiffer wants to wear the cameo out.
No, I won't be in the cameo. I wouldn't know it. No, I won't be in the cameo outfit. I'd be like, what's that guy's name? I'll be like, you know, the guys with the proper suits, like the black suits and all of that, like Men in Black, like proper suited off, like looking sharp with the hats, you know, like the cowboy hats.
What with the perm?
I'll be one of them ones in the proper suit with the cowboy hats and all of that, like looking the boss. You get me? I remember them days there, you know, if we go back to like, not even like mid to late 70s, yeah, them times there, they didn't know what weed was. You could bun your weed. Yeah, we could rave all night. No one wouldn't care. Make up all sorts of noise. There weren't no noise pollution laws.
Chip, since you said the 80s, if you could change something in the 80s, what would you change then? If you had the power to do it?
The racism. And that's about it. Other than that, the 80s was cool, bro. Like, you could go to the shop, yeah, bro. Everything was cheap. Yeah, remember, if you're going back to the 80s, yeah, like, mid-70s, 80s, and I was my age now.
Yeah. Housing was cheap, innit?
Housing was cheap.
Hey,
remember, that's the baby boomer generation.
If you could change
so if we go right back.
No, go on, let him finish. Yeah, you got a delay there, Shift.
Sorry, bro. I'm just saying, if you could go right back to them times there, like we were saying, like, even my nan's times, like if we go back to like the 60s and stuff, they were buying houses for 10 grand, bro.
Yeah.
10 bags.
Even less than that.
Real talk.
Even less than that.
You'd be rich. With this kind of knowledge right now, you'd be rich.
Foxxymoon says, I would go to the 70s studio, 57, and late 20s in Harlem.
Come on.
Late 20s, you know. No, she's gonna be wearing them outfits there. You know them outfits with the long cigarette stick and all them thing there. Fam.
Yeah, come on. The children of the revolution.
Georgia Lynch says definitely the 70s and 80s. All right, so me, what would I go back to? But it depends, though, BR.
It doesn't matter if you lived. It doesn't matter if you lived that time, or you can talk about the 80s. 1870s if you want. Just any era. If you could go back to anything that you know of. So it's not your timeline, it's the whole timeline.
It depends. To be honest with you, yeah, you know why it's a mad question? Because
why is that?
If I could go back and remember, that's a different situation. If I'm just gonna go back to if I'm gonna just go back to a time, then I don't know. It has to make sense, my brother. You know what I'm trying to say?
I don't know how time travel works, though, brother.
Yeah. If I was like Doctor Who and I had like a little telephone box or something, I'll probably go back just before I started school. And if I was smarter than everybody, I could go back smarter than everybody, go back to school, redo that, and then know what I'm doing from there, and I could probably change everything again.
So you want to contract you time travel?
That wouldn't work. No, hold on, wait. That wouldn't work. Because remember, you're still going to be you now. If you're in the time machine, you're going back in time, but you're still going to be big Peniro now, innit? So you can't go back to school.
Goofy, I went to a boys' school.
What big man in school? Hey.
Goofy, I went to a boys' school. You get me? But that's what I'm trying to say. If I went back in time and I was like younger, I'll probably go back to probably school times and then start fresh. But if I knew, well, you know what I'm saying?
No word.
Go in the future, me.
I'm not going back to no 80s, wearing no tight pant clothes and things there. Go back to the MC Hammer days.
Yeah.
And breathe and that. And try and promote clothing.
But remember how time travel works, you know. The only problem with time travel is if you go back in time, no matter what you change, the future's still going to end up the same. So
why is that? No, but you're changing it.
You can't change the future. You could only, I don't know. I saw that in Avengers. They said you can't change the future, innit? So see like in Endgame. Remember in Avengers Endgame, when they go back in time to stop Thanos. Certain people are already dead, innit? And they're trying to, you can't bring them back. It's too late. They're dead anyway. They're gonna die the same way. It's too late.
Miss Goddard says late 70s, early 90s. Early 90s weren't, that's what I'm saying, early 90s, man.
That was sick.
Charles Anna says before the last great reset, 1800, Jesus. Wow.
Those are some dark times, man.
No, that's what I'm saying. She said before the reset.
They call that the...
Nah, she's gangster. She's gangster. She don't care. All right. Lady Spirit.
I don't they call that the Dark Ages?
I go back to Columbus Day and sing.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, if you're talking about going back in time, if you could... Big up Foxy on the panel. Thank you for joining us, Foxy. Your microphone is off.
Salute, gentlemen. It's good to see you guys. It's been a minute.
Salute, sis. Salute.
It definitely has. It definitely has. How's things over there then? Let us know. Let my people know, Fox, because I know you've been on there before, but we got new people on. Let them know what you do over on your channel. You know.
Thank you.
We're gonna put it in the description for them, but just give them a little rundown. Because I was on your channel the other day having a little look. I like some of the stuff, and you know, you got your own little chat going on and everything. I see what you're doing, but go on, give the people a little knowledge.
Thank you so much. Okay, so I am an intuitive tarot reader. So I channel, from my angels. I go by angel guides. And so I've been doing that for 7 months on YouTube, but I've been doing it for 2 years on Instagram. And that wasn't always my thing, but I guess it came into play through DNA. But I also like to incorporate other things. I engage with my audience as far as, health-wise. I work with crystals, so I kind of give a little advice in regards to, certain things that they can do to help channel their intuition and so forth and so on. But right now I'm taking a little hiatus because I had to obey what my spirit guides were saying. And during the Scorpio season, it's definitely one that I needed to pull back some of the energy and just chill out, be a student as opposed to being a teacher, and just taking back some information and just relearning a lot of things that I've been doing for myself. So
yeah, and you know what, that's important as well. And we all have to do that. We all have to go. We all go through that stage where we got to prep ourselves back up as well, because we have to do that to give the people them what they want. You know what I'm trying to say? I wanted to ask you, Foxy, have you ever meddled with any ayahuasca or any DMT or anything like that?
No, sir. I'm afraid of that stuff.
Yeah.
The most that I've come close to. Yeah, the most that I've come close to is I had ecstasy back in 2000 and something, early 2000, and weed. And I don't even do that now because it definitely gives me a different type of, it gets me paranoid. It throws my psyche off. So I really don't, I rarely drink.
Yeah.
I'm on a natural high.
Now, the reason why I ask is a lot of people that are, that are into some of the stuff that you do, I've noticed that they're really into the spirit side of the ayahuasca, and it's basically a natural high. People go into the mountains and they take it and they go into like another realm sort of thing. You know what I mean? And also then you got the DMT as well. But yeah, I'm afraid to take it too. So you're not the only one. The thing about taking that sort of stuff is that you're not sure.
Me free.
Yeah. You're not sure if you're meddling with. You got to be careful when even with stuff that you do as well. You have to really be careful what type of spirits you bring around you. And I think that's really important for people to know, even when they're getting involved in things like tarot readings and things like that. I think it's good for them to have a knowledge of the other spirits that you could possibly introduce, because there's two sides. There's always good and there's evil. You know what I mean? And if your energy is not on the right vibe, you could, you know what I mean? For example, there was a guy that was doing the ayahuasca with his mates, and because they were playing the wrong type of music, they got a wrong type of effect back. They were playing dark and dingy music in the background when they're supposed to play happy music,
Right.
Uplifting sounds.
High frequency, high vibration.
High frequencies. I don't know if anyone noticed the other day, I was kind of very shocked. This is why Kanye West, he's very confusing guy. Because one minute you think, is he one
Gemini.
of them? Yeah, is he one of them, or is he just, because then he was like, the other day on the interview in the Drink Tramps, he's talking about the 808 beat and saying how that's the wrong type of vibe, and that's what most of these tunes are pumping now. So, it's all energy, stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that I don't want to take away any knowledge that Kanye West might know if it is true. But we know that he plays devil's advocate. So what he was saying is not a lie. And I think that he is battling some inner darker, the dark hermit, if you will. And then who he married into, they call them the gypsies. I don't think that it's the mother. I want to say that that's the father's DNA that got passed on, but
some people call them the three witches, but that's another story.
Yes. For me, I'm very careful. I grew up. Well, you don't know, but I grew up as a Christian, right? Methodist. So my family, my nationality is Caribbean. So Jamaican on my mother's side, and my biological side is Cuban. Henceforth, why I'm so pale skinned.
Yeah.
And on my mother's father's side, his mother was from Grenada, and she read tea leaves. So I feel like that had transpired. I didn't really know all this until very recently, but I also knew that doing things like tarot and Ouija board, I don't mess with that stuff either, because I'm not skilled enough to work with different entities. And when you are under the influence, that's why alcohol is called spirits.
Yeah.
Okay. When you're smoking, if you're not smoking pure herb, you know what,
That's
your
another
mind
one.
is open, you're susceptible, you're a
It's all
radar and
been,
a
it's
beacon.
all been splashed. It's not even the original weed we're smoking no more. Yeah.
Right.
Hey.
So you're susceptible to whatever is around you now. Most
Yeah.
people don't subscribe to, you know, otherworldly things, but I believe that you and I are very real, just like the spirit world is very real.
Right. Right.
And you have to be very mindful. Even people, you don't know who they're attached to it. So you need to be very mindful about who you interact with. If you're doing stuff like mushrooms or DMT and you're in a group setting with people, it can trigger how they are and how you are, and you might not get a good high from it because you're around, you know, it's all your environment as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm very careful. I do wear crystals around me when I'm doing readings. I don't use this as a sideshow. You know, it's not a circus for me. It's not a freak show, right?
No.
And I'm very careful when I open up this so-called portal and then I close it because, you know, I'm not that savvy, and I don't want to entertain certain things that I'm not on a certain level where I know how to do. You know what I mean? Like, you got to know your lane. You see what I'm saying?
Especially in these times now, because there's a lot of portal opening going on. So
exactly. It's a very spiritual time, and it's a good thing as well as a negative thing, because like we saw with Kanye West, like we saw with the thing that happened in I think it was Houston, Texas, with the Astro World, right?
Yeah, I done a video on that, man. Let's talk about it.
So I subscribe to things as rituals and stuff like this, because there is this thing called Jason, with it being punctuation marks in between the word Jason, right? So that's July, August, September, October, November. That's when the so-called artists or entertainers or the elite ones, they do these type of rituals to open up portals. We just
we just got told that young Dolph been hit up about 2 hours ago. He's gone.
Yes, sir. I don't know who that young man is. I'm sorry that happened to him. I'm also in the United States. I'm from the Bronx, New York, the original.
I've actually been to the Bronx. That's where my granddad used to live before he moved to Florida.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I actually came to the Bronx.
We family then.
Right.
So, I'm an old schooler. I'm 45. I just turned 45 in July. I've pretty much been here in New York City all my life. And you're
not 45.
Yes, sir. I'm 45.
No way.
I got a 29-year-old, almost a 29-year-old daughter, a 23-year-old son, and a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
I thought I was doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You looking good for 45, babe.
Bless you. This is water. This is H2O, and putting on some French products that keep my face going.
Yeah, French products.
Yeah, L'Occitane. That's
so so where are you based at the minute? What city? Where you?
Yeah, I'm in the Bronx still. I'm in Bronx, New York.
You're in the Bronx right now, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's happening? Have you been to the city lately?
I honestly try not to go downtown because it's
okay.
It's
you stay away.
Yeah, it's like I said.
There's a lot of rules and regulations being changed down there, isn't there? A lot of rules.
Yeah, and it's the stupidest thing, because in New York City, to go into a restaurant, you have to show proof that you've been Jabberwocky. We don't say the word because some people get flagged on their channel. So we're very mindful about how we use those.
I know.
Yeah. While I can go another part or even across the water to New Jersey and Connecticut, and I don't have to show proof to go into a restaurant that I've had this thing.
Right.
So it's the stupidest thing in New York City. It's a very peculiar element right now. It's not the 1970s, as like I said, I put it in my comments. If I was to go back, it'd be the gritty 1970s of New York, where you saw 42nd Street and the hookers and all that grit. I grew up like that. That's what I saw. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? And then I'd go back to the 1920s and the Harlem Renaissance and just be in that glory and hear all those fabulous musicians and, you know, live that life. But yeah, New York City is a weird place right now as far as trying to, like, if you want to go and get, you know, food and go inside and sit down and have that type of thing, it's really stupid that you can't go in unless you show proof.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and our teachers had an issue. They went against, you know, the grain. They were like, look, we're not going to go and get this thing. So we've had a lot of teachers before school started.
And what's the situation with the nurses? Is it worse now? The situation with the nurses? Because I saw
there's still a handful. I would say more than a handful, but there's still people that are in the health field that are like, no, we're not. I worked in the healthcare as well for 20 years. So I know what that's about. And I had refused taking the flu shot. And they were like, well, if you don't take the flu shot, you're going to get docked.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I went for it.
Well, I think it's going to get a bit worse for you because some information came out this week that the Biden administration planned to dedicate $1 billion for the vac. And they're trying to do 1 billion doses a year.
And, you know, New York City and California are the prime cities that pretty much will dominate so that they'll fall suit with how the rest of the world should go. And it's the stupidest thing. It really is just mind blowing how the way they want to control everyone and everything. So that's why I tie in with the spirituality, because you have to keep your body governed. Right. If you have to take the thing, some people, you know, they feel like they don't have a choice because they have a family that they have to support. So they feel, let me go in, you know, and get this thing. Right. But we still don't know what the long term effects are. But that's the chance that you take. It's Russian roulette. So we did a meditation. I did an online meditation, not myself, but I was part of a group, during the 11/11 portal. See, and this is another thing that these type of people, these elite people and stuff like that they know when these portals are opening up. You had the August 888 portal. You got 11/11. We're coming up.
They've got all the secrets. They've got all the secrets that they're supposed to share with us. They keep it to themselves.
Right. Which was ours to begin with.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we need to be very clear of that. The more that we give them that credence, it's the higher they feed off of that. But when we start claiming all that spirituality and know that we were here, that they are
they want to use it for the wrong reasons. That's the thing. If it was in our hands, they've got a different agenda, you know.
Exactly. And so they use those type of things against us, and we wonder why certain neighborhoods, like I'm sure you guys know, you know, and where you're at, there's certain areas that are considered hood, right? And you guys can't flourish.
We're in Southeast London, right here.
Oh, okay. So then, yeah. Right. And then and you're being held, you're pigeonholed into a certain area, right? And you try to flourish out of that, it gets red tape. And now there's a whole bunch of other stuff. Well, why can't you have the same things that the other communities have?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the same thing all over the country, all over the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to cut in, man.
It's funny you say that, because we were talking about going back in time. Yeah.
Mosh, you got a cut, yeah?
Yeah, I got a bounce, bro.
All right then, my brother. Blessings, man.
Look after you. All the best. Good to see you again, Chef.
Safe, my brother.
Foxy. Sound, bro. Catch you in a bit, man.
All right, bro.
Yeah, it's funny you were saying that, because when I was talking about going back in time, and I said like 70s, 80s, maybe even earlier, it was more to do with the fact that I feel like people were a lot freer then, and we would exercise our rights more. You couldn't just force a vaccine on them people like that. Them times they were having it. They would argue, they will fight for their rights. And I think that nowadays the people are more susceptible to just accepting things, you know. And even if you look back in them times, there was a lot more freedom in the laws. You know, certain things hadn't happened yet. 9/11 hadn't happened, so they hadn't passed certain terrorism laws where they can just invade your privacy and certain things. So I think that, you know, to that effect, that's why I'd go back to that time, because I feel like we'd have a lot more freedom, and, you know, there was a lot more, the world was more prone to changing. Nowadays, you can't change nothing. unless you want to change something for the LGBTQ, in which case things seem to change for them quite regular. But for the rest of us, not so much.
Yeah, that part. But let's be very clear that that's an agenda, and it's not to take away if anybody happens to be, you know, whatever sexual preference and stuff. But we know that those letters and those words are used as their agenda. It really has nothing to do with being free of self and, oh, you know, I love this woman, right, because I love her. No, there's an agenda behind all of that. So I don't fall into all that. I don't fall into the BLM, the Black Lives Matter thing. You know,
they made millions of that. They made millions of that apparently.
Right.
Yeah.
And who are the people that make millions off of it? It's not the Black Life.
And one of the workers that made millions of it, they cashed out and they left the organization. The lady, I can't remember her name.
And the three women who spearheaded that Black Lives were quote unquote lesbian women who were trying to get rid of the typical alpha Black male. So wow. What's the agenda behind that? So I'm not sure how you guys are over there in the UK, but you know, as you can see how United States plays out, it's so ridiculous with this. It's Black men against white men, with white women, with Black women, and it's ridiculous. How much it just really is. But
at the end of the day, it's just basically they put things in place to make people fight each other. That's all it comes down to, and not get on. That's all it comes down to. Right. More separation between everything, color, sex, everything. You know what I mean?
And because united, we are powerful. We're massive.
You got people out there that think because someone ain't got no money that they're nothing. So you understand what I'm trying to say? So it's like, it's like people need to stop letting these people get into their minds and their heads, and using them as guinea pigs to do that. Because anyone that gets involved in it, you're their guinea pig. Just know that. Do you know what I'm saying? If you're one of the people that's been changed to do certain things, to act a certain way to certain people, you're their guinea pig, and they're not paying you for it.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, that Astro World, Shifa, did you see that Astro World thing? Shifa, you got a delay.
No.
You didn't see the Astro World thing with Travis Scott? I mean,
I know. My signal's gone bad. What was the Astro World?
Oh, Shifa, you changed your name to Digital Bully?
Oh, yeah, we're talking about, yeah, with all the people who died.
Oh, you didn't even know that was Shifa?
No, I didn't realize it. I'm like, Digital Bully. I'm like, okay.
But look how close
he hardly shows his face.
My face was like this, all up in the screen like this, and you didn't even know it was Shifa. Look how close he is to the screen.
He hardly shows his face on top of that.
Do you know what? I'm showing my face now. I'm trying to show everyone the Afro.
Oh, shit. Oh, you're growing him out,
Shif. Big up to you.
Like that, yeah?
Hey, Shif, I ain't never seen your hair.
I've been do you know what?
It looks good.
I said I'm going back to the 80s, bro. I'm back. We're back in the 80s right now. I've been watching that BMF as well. Have you seen that BMF program? They all got the afros out. I said, no, I gotta definitely get my afro out again.
Got to have some hair on your head, man. It all connects with the sun.
Yeah, I saw the previews for that, but I don't subscribe to those type of shows. I never watched. I watched Power one time. Was it Power? No, it was something else with
I don't watch none of that.
It was way before Power.
Empire.
They got Batman in the program.
And the second episode, they had two men in the bed, and I stopped watching it. I was like,
what I just say, Shifa? What I just say to you, man? I just said to you, they got Batman in there, and she just says that.
I'm not doing that.
And that's a female.
Yeah, I can't. And I'm old school, you know. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not sitting here saying that that's a problem, because if that's what you're doing, that's what you're doing. But please don't feed us that. Growing up, here, like I said, I saw the 1970s and the 1980s, early 80s of 42nd Street. Me and my dad used to walk down there. He showed me the peep shows. Be like, yo, that's the peep show right there. You put 25 cents in, you could see da 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 da. I saw hookers on the corner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I saw all that, and it was amusing to me. That shit was fun. I wanted to go back and chill. Like, that was fun. Weird, but there's a place, there's a time and a place for everything, and that shouldn't have to be in my face all the time. And so with that empire, and I knew who was behind it was Lee Daniels. Oh, well, it made all the sense why they would throw two men in it was the storyline was good. Why do you got to have two dudes in the bed? I'm not feeling that. So I don't.
What was Will Smith's first film?
6 degrees of separation. 6 degrees of separation.
That's what broke him into the industry.
Hey, Bia, have you seen that film?
Nah. I only saw, you know, like them.
I didn't watch it either.
Man's having a secret relationship.
Pause.
With a man. That's what they done with our Fresh Prince, guys. I'm just letting you know. That's what they done with the #1 black show on TV when we was younger. That's what they done with it. Yeah, that's the film that he done when he came out of there. That was the ritual.
David Chappelle said it, man.
Yeah.
David Chappelle said it. You got to dress like a woman to bust out there in Hollywood.
Oh yeah. You got
not only David Chappelle, but what was the other one? Cat Williams, when he was like, "Oh, I went to." He said it in his stand-up. I was walking by in the party and saw in the rooms. Like, what?
Yeah. And like we said before, when they put Wesley Snipes in the dress, I was pissed because Wesley Snipes was like he was like the hard black action man back in the day. And when he done that film with the guy from Cheers, you remember the guy Dan from Cheers, Patrick Swayze.
White Man Can't Jump.
Yeah, how can they do that to Patrick Swayze as well, man? Yeah, there's a film. There's a film when they're all wearing dresses, man. Yeah, man.
Well, if you think about it, back in the in the glory days of when film started, they've been doing that. But it was the white men doing that first. Yeah. Think about Hoover, the FBI federal, whatchamacallit, for the FBI, the top dog was cross-dressing, and that was back in the 30s.
We can go back earlier than that. We can go right back to Shakespeare, and they were dressing men up as women. The women weren't even allowed to act.
Right.
Well, to be or not to be, you know what I mean?
So that's them. And now they're like, oh, you guys want to come into acting, i.e. black men, i.e., Hispanics, throw on that dress. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. So that's normal for them. But it's not normal for us.
Oh shit. He saw Diddy kissing a man parody. Oh shit.
Yeah, no lie. Yep. And I got one even better for him, for sure. Your boy Diddy went on to a whole group vacation in Mexico with all dudes. He got his shirt off. They all have their shirt off, and he's twirling around, dancing next to another guy in the video.
That ain't the one where the guy was talking about Tupac was wearing a diaper and all that, was it? That ain't that one. You hear about that one? There was at a party.
Nah, I don't want it. Listen. I don't want to know.
But remember, party, P. Diddy was there. All these other guys. He said this is when Tupac. Remember when Tupac and Biggie used to be friends? Remember them times there?
Yeah.
And he went to and he said, "Man, Tupac come running over wearing a diaper."
He said that Tupac had a diaper on.
Yeah, but a diaper, a grown man. That's crazy.
Wait, he said Tupac had a diaper on?
Not
this Tupac. This Tupac?
Yeah. And he was saying in the video that's where the baby gets it from, It's like a part of their thing, like a man wearing a diaper. And remember the baby, he come out wearing a diaper, and grown man wearing a diaper. You know how stupid this world is.
Yeah, that's true,
Hey, my creator must look down sometimes at this world and say, "What the hell are you doing, man?" You know what I mean? You're grown.
Well, he
You know
wore,
what's funny you're saying this?
he wore Speedos in his Digital Underground days, right? Tupac.
Yeah.
Now,
Digital Underground days, yeah.
right.
Rest in peace to my man as well. The guy went and said something on TV about Illuminati, then they're killing brass.
Same thing with Prodigy. Rest in peace, Prodigy from Mobb Deep.
Yeah, Mobb Deep, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, one time I played this tune on my show, man. They blocked my show. You know the cartoon one, the Illuminati one. Cartoon. I played that one and they blocked the show.
Yeah.
So
Because they don't want
It's
us
funny
to
you
know.
to say this though.
yeah.
Ain't that how they see us though? Like as black men, you know, the government, the system, it doesn't see us as men, it sees us as children. Even not just black men, even the white men too. And let's show off that that hierarchy, you know, the upper class or whatever. They see us as children. We're not sovereign, you know. So when you look at it like that, what's that film with Tyrese, Baby Boy? We're all baby boy.
Yeah, but Shifa, how can they look at us any other way though? They've been pumping BS into us since the beginning. Everything that we've been taught is lies, bro. So why would they look at us at anything else? They must look at us and laugh sometimes. Look at these guys running into the shops to buy all this name brand.
It's true.
Man,
it's true. And we're poor. It's not even like we're rich.
Bro, there's man out there making, I say it all the time on my show because I'm trying to like send out the message. There's man out there making £1,600 a month and they're spending £800 on name brand or £1,000 and trying to get by.
You said trying to get what?
Trying to get by, just to fit in.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what? You got a new term? Let me find out.
Yeah.
Just to get by.
That's an old term over here, but yeah, just to get by, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Or how about when they gave us this stimulus over here? People were going buying Gucci slides just to go to the bodega.
Yeah. Hey, what about the PP loans? I heard people were getting hit up over there for the PP loans.
Yeah.
I heard people were signing things they shouldn't be signing and all types of stuff.
We can't be mad at them, though. We can't even be mad at them. Listen, we've been stomped down. We're gonna try to get where we can whenever we can. You know.
I'll be like, look, man, I didn't finish school, man. I mean,
right. The world is hard.
Like that. I didn't finish school. I don't know what I was doing. I was just signing everything. I saw money and signed everything.
It's crazy.
But don't you think it's become like that with the females now, in a sense of, like, I remember growing up here, and I could go to the shop with my sister and, you know, the girls from the neighborhood, and they didn't have to put on their fancy clothes to go to the shop. They didn't have to put on makeup to just go to the shop or go down to the park or just do regular stuff. But nowadays, like, it costs money just to go to get to the shop. Before you even get there, you got to put on all this makeup and look the part just to walk around the shop. Really? Yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie. A lot of these, like, I got a friend. He's got a girlfriend, and you know, a lot of his money gets spent on just her looking a certain way, just on hair and makeup and nails. It's like he's broke, and I'm looking at him saying, "Hold on, bro. I ain't seen you buy yourself a new pair of trainers in how long? But your girlfriend look like all the money's going on nails. It's all going on her hair. It's crazy. It's crazy."
Wait, what's trainers now?
Sneakers.
Are they sneakers? Okay. Okay. Listen, down south in the south.
That's sneakers.
Listen, down south, down in Georgia and Virginia, they call them tennis shoes. I'm like,
yeah, we call them trainers.
What? Tennis shoes?
Hey, they used to shoot people over. See over your side. Over your side, they used to shoot people for trainers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sneakers. You hear about that shit?
They still do.
Bro, you see in America, bro.
You got some new Jordans on
with their trainers. Don't play with them, you know.
Yeah.
Remember, one guy shot man in the line and went back and queued up.
When we had the close down, they had I'm lying, when it was the riots off of the George Floyd. Yeah. Man, they went out in Brooklyn, between Brooklyn and the Bronx. I don't know which one is crazier. It's like we try to compete to see who's the craziest.
Yeah, Brooklyn's mad as well still.
They're mad.
Yeah.
And they went into a trainer store.
And they're known for robbing as well. That's their thing. They're known for robbing. Yeah,
they went in there and robbed. This one lady left her baby stroller outside just to run in there, run over people to get them boxes of sneakers, and then come back out and have her baby on the corner.
That's what?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Just to get some trainers, some sneakers, some tennis shoes. What? So yeah, but see, this is what does our disservice to us, because we do foolish stuff like that, and other people now, other cultures are looking at us like, see,
that's upsetting.
They niggas. They looking at us like, see, they niggas at the end of the day.
Yeah,
we can't even be classy because you got people out there doing stupid stuff that make us look bad.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, and they're always going to be there, and if they're not there, they're going to hire people to pretend as well. They do that too.
Talk about
people to come and join, certain public things and start destroying stuff. Like the BLM was doing that, but I'm talking about people higher than them, like behind the scenes.
Right.
But yeah, a lot of madness going on, man. A lot of madness.
That's despicable, though. Leave your baby outside the shop to go and teach.
Bro, that's the times we live in, bro. Selfish and material.
One shoe fell out. She went back to pick it up and put it in the box. It's like, wow. But you're right. There's agitators that are thrown into the mix, right? That's where a lot of the rioting didn't start off with so-called Black people. It was really the Caucasians that were coming in and being agitators and threw in the mix. Same thing that happened with the Black Panthers. The COINTELPRO was put into these type of environments to rally up the troop and get people, riled up. But it's this crisis actors. So I don't really know how real that Astro World thing was.
Yeah,
I'm kind of on the fence.
As in the acting thing, yeah.
Exactly.
When you think of it like that, yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
But,
so that now we can be upset.
And a lot of people came out with videos, innit? Like, a lot of people came out with videos after the fact. They all had their story. But you got to remember, we live in a time where people want views. You got to remember that too. Right. So it's hard to know what's real sometimes when it comes to those type of things and who's lying and who ain't. They're bloody good actors, mate. I'm telling you.
That's why I go back into my spiritual world. Because to me, that's about the only thing that's real. When you can tap into your intuition, when your spidey senses are tingling and they're telling you that shit is off, is wrong, I shouldn't be in this spot, I shouldn't have crossed that lane. That's your higher self telling you what's up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because if we see it with our own two eyes and not the third eye, everything is going to look real and fake at the same time. But if we trust our intuition and trust our energy, that's the only thing that's going to make sense. Yeah, that 9-year-old kid. I'm like, for real? How are you taking a 9-year-old kid to a concert?
That's crazy. I heard there was kids younger than that there. Some people were saying there was kids younger than that there.
Who's doing that?
Like, apparently there was a group of young girls there on their own. No shop around, nothing. So no shop around, no one watching over them or anything. So I don't know. Big up Madman Menace in the place. Long time, brother. Big shouts out to Angelique. Big shouts out to James Neal. Shows. Skywork 600, I see you. Lady Spade, big up. Show United, big up yourself. And Big Mike. Right, so Big Mike, yeah, you was writing a lot of I don't know if you're still here, Big Mike, but you kept writing Trump 2024. You wrote it like 8 times, bro. Like, what happened? Did you keep your finger on the button or something? Or what happened with Trump? What's going on with Trump? Anyone know nothing about Trump? Or is he coming back? What? Who cares right now? This is 2021.
He's trying to. He's going to try to do 2024.
Yeah, he's going to try.
I'm going to say this about him. He's from New York. He's from Queens. He's stupid. But he did something that no other president was doing, and that was to make sure that everybody got a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
That's why he put out those PPP loans and all that other good stuff. Because he really was about the entrepreneur. You could get yours too. I'm not on either side, but I understand where he was coming from as far as taking business outside of foreign entities and bringing it back home, because why not? We have, Detroit, Michigan was home of the Ford cars, right? It's a big warehouse. Why not have all that stuff back home? Why are we going out and sourcing to other places? I understand it's chestnut checkers, but speaking as far as being the big brother, we should be having our own sources. We shouldn't be going out elsewhere. So that's the only thing that I understood what his plight was, and also putting up the wall or keeping the wall out, because there are some people who are nefarious. That had to do a lot with the child, sex trading. And this is why he was trying to put all that stuff up. So while a lot of,
You saying that, I'm glad that because I was going to ask you something, but you kind of covered it. A lot of people, Foxy, don't really know. Now, I'm not praising Trump at all, you know what I mean? Because they're all, end of the day, they're all world leaders to me, you know what I mean? But a lot of people don't know about how much work Trump was doing behind the scenes when it comes to the child trafficking and things like that. And he linked up with JFK's son. You know about that stuff, right? Okay, we don't want to talk too much about that on here because it's a bit deep. But Trump was doing. He did give out the loans, and he was doing things behind the scenes that people didn't know about. And that's another reason why he had to get out of there, because he gained a lot of enemies doing what he was doing behind the scenes. So don't just look at it like, oh yeah, Trump come in and they kicked him out. Nah, he wasn't that. You know what I mean? He had people that actually wanted to take him out because some of the things that he was doing. So this, it makes me wonder as well about Trump.
It's funny you say this though, yeah. Do you know what's funny about this though, yeah? Like, I'm not a Biden fan or nothing, yeah, but like obviously Trump's gone, Biden's in. All of a sudden the dollar starts rising. Don't you find that to be a bit peculiar? Because Trump's giving out all these loans for all the entrepreneurs and whatever. I would have thought the dollar would have, but maybe that's had an effect in making the dollar rise, because the dollar against the pound now is only about, it's about two-thirds of a pound now, isn't it? Something like that, where it was only half before previously when I was growing up.
Yeah,
so,
when we were growing up,
he must have had some.
What happened with Biden is that he's trying to appeal. So they're grasping money from all other places. What people don't understand is that's not out of nowhere. He's getting it. He's getting it from the taxpayers. This is what people are failing to realize, is that the stimulus check is not just this grant that they magically gave you. That's your tax money. That's advanced to you. Okay, before you go and file your taxes. That's all. They estimate what your last tax income was, earned income, and if you have a child, they add on to that. So all you're getting is your money in advance. Eventually, somehow they got to tax you somewhere, somehow. So that's where the money goes up. That's where certain things are rising. Your food, mainly in produce is where everything is going up. So, people are just, you got to get, that's the other thing that we need to get more hands-on. Instead of worrying about who's wearing what, you better know about your dollars. You better know how to make it make sense, right? Invest in silver, invest in gold. Yes, crypto is cool and everything, but when that crashes and you don't have nothing to barter with, you're going to wish you had a couple of silver pesos to make some exchanges. You know what I mean?
Especially with all these bloody natural disasters going on too. And then now we're talking early on about Russia's got weapons that can shoot satellites. You better make sure you got some raw material around you, some fossil fuels. You understand? Because boy, yo, big up 92 Dread, man. Where you been at? Yeah, big up everyone. He's just saying big up everybody, man. Rest of the panel.
Big up.
Yeah, big up, Nats. Big up, brother.
Don't know.
Lady Space said another stimulus is coming.
That's the word on the street.
Is it?
You know, that's the word on the street. They've been trying to get this fourth stimulus out. What is going to raise is the cost of living for people who are on Social Security or who have Social Security disability or the elder. They're going to be getting an increase in money. So kudos to them. But, you know, as far as a mass federal stimulus, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, I hope you don't get what you need or what you want, man. You know what I mean?
Well, the smart thing to do is, and thank you. Yes, I hope so.
But the only thing is,
that increase ain't gonna mean nothing with all this inflation, though, is it? Really? Because, like you said, with the price of food now, the way things are going up, it's ridiculous. Like I remember, I could go to the shop and buy a can of baked beans for about 30 pence, 40 pence. We're talking 75 pence now. Yeah,
it's true.
Wait.
So with this inflation,
I need an education.
Bro.
What's the difference between pence, pounds, squabble? What is the difference?
Pence would be cent.
Okay.
Pounds would be dollar, innit?
Yeah,
and
pounds and dollars. And then obviously you've got $100 bills. Our biggest bill is a 50 pounds. That's our biggest bill.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we haven't got no ones. We got all coins.
We got no hundreds.
Yeah, and no ones. You know, in the strip club, they might be throwing out ones.
Right. So what do you do? $5?
No, we got coins. Coins.
So you're throwing coins at the girl?
You have to throw coins at girls' foreheads.
Me or that's for real?
No, for real, man's getting kicked out the club. For real.
But you know what? It's funny you say that as well. Watch this, P. Do you know what the thing is now, yeah? It probably costs more than the pound coin to print to make the pound coin.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's not even gold.
And when you look at America, but this is why I think America's smarter, because if you think about it, they're printing less coins, so it saves money in the long run. Yeah, and then when you go to digital currency, you know, remember, they're taxing us for all of these notes. So when we go to digital currency, that means the tax must lessen, then, isn't it? And if it doesn't, then you know they're scamming us, man. Come on, man. It's digital. They don't even print nothing. They ain't even no physical thing.
They must look at us and think, what are we using coins for? Because them coins ain't worth shit.
But it's more tangible than the crypto, though. Wouldn't it be more tangible than the crypto?
Yeah, you can hold on to it, and you know that the crypto could go down. The whole network could go down, innit? Someone could blow up the satellite, like you said. There's no more crypto in it. Your wallet's dead, innit? It's finished. It's gone. Like
Foxy said earlier, man, you're just better off just buying gold bars, man, or silver bars, man.
Gold, silver, get into, you know, the stocks is cool. The stocks have always been there. You know what I mean? Because that's my old school way of learning, and I have that. I'm speaking because I have it. I'm not going to just advise it and not have it. So I got a little piece. I'm going to be buying some more silver coins, and I have a little stuff in stock. But the cryptos always kind of baffle me, because I'm like, where is this thing at? It's in the universe floating around somewhere, and I'm not comfortable with that.
Well, some people think it's AI.
Yeah. I'm not comfortable with that, but again,
that's what it is. It's AI. It's all robots,
and I'm not comfortable with that. I still, as I said, one day
it's mad, bro. And if you think about it like that, like I think that's where the war's coming from, you know.
Right.
They can shut that down anytime they want. You're not getting no money. That's it.
Right.
But
so
then
what do you do?
You got to come and get these gold bars and these silver bars. You got to come and try and take this off me. But with the machine now.
Exactly.
And you know when the people get into them cases, and they freeze all your assets. Ooh.
Yeah.
One button press, everything lock off.
But bro, this is what I'm saying. It's mad, bro. Bro, like you gotta think technology is taking over. And remember, the resources they use to make these microchips and to make these things, they're finite. So you know, once we get into this era of robots and super technology now, like everything's tech, you know, like you said, the car drives itself. There's not enough microchips to go around. So in my opinion, that's where the war is going to start, because everyone's going to want to be the first, isn't it? The most advanced. Do you feel where I'm coming from? Everyone's going to want to be first in line. So we're going to be fighting for that, you know, that material that makes the microchip, so that we can have better ones and we can have more. We can build more robots.
What they don't know is you are the robot. You, all three of us, all four of us on here, we are the cryptocurrency. We make it happen.
Right.
That's why I'm not falling into the hoopla, because I'm like, I know I'm gold because the universe is in me. I'm iron, I'm silver.
Yeah.
What we're doing right now is exchanging time and currency.
Right.
We're talking right now. That's money.
Right.
In currency. It's not tangible.
Yeah.
So we got to shift the paradigm. We got to shift our way of thinking, because a lot of people out here really think they're outside of the bubble. And I don't want to shoot nobody's game down. I don't want to be the Debbie Downer. I'm just saying that when we start thinking higher and raising our vibration higher and seeing us in a different light, none of that stuff that's going on is really going to affect us. I'm not saying live in a bubble, but I'm just saying you are the crypto. You are the gold. That's why they want you so bad. That's why your liver and your organs are being harvested, because they know that you are gold. You are worth more than a penny. You're priceless.
Yeah, man, that's a big thing right now.
Well, this is it. It's like, remember back in the days, you never had internet. You'd have someone that knocked on the door. You'd have the door-to-door salesman, and you'd have the person who might ring up on the phone, or you have to go into the office, because we go back in time. Like, we had the computers, you know, from the 80s, 70s, we had the computers, but people wouldn't use it. It had all of those functions that it has now, but people didn't want to talk to a box. I remember the box don't even want to talk to a box. It wants to talk to you. It wants to talk to a human. So once we get into this new era now, these new people, these new youngsters that's coming through, they don't want to talk to no one no more. They're happy to talk to the box. And the box don't have no feelings. It don't care, you know, what the result is of you buying this product. Just buy it. Just do it. It's crazy.
Yeah. It's kind of insane as well at the same time. It's madness. Because it takes away, and I had this epiphany the other day. It's like, so what happens when Alexa goes down, or Siri, and she can't light up your house, right? You say, Alexa, turn all the lights on. And that's not working. Well, you got to get somebody to come in and fix that, right? So you still need manual labor. That's why I was saying just before Shipper was talking, I said that there's going to be a pinnacle where all this technology can only go but so far before it bumps its head, it reaches its plateau. And then we're going to have to go back into hands-on again. You're going to need people to fix stuff. You're going to need, you know, like these schools have taken out all this home ec. They've taken out how to do carpentry, mechanics, maintenance, roofers.
Wow. That's what they're doing over there. They're taking it all out.
It's all out.
That's crazy.
So you have kids that don't know how to really cook. They, boil soup and they call it a day, right? You don't know how, you don't really know how to be hands-on, because all of that stuff is being taken out. And that's really how hip hop started in the Bronx here in New York City. It's because a lot of that back in the 70s, we were in a fiscal crisis. The city had no money. So therefore the inner city or the hoods, all those special programs were taken out. Music, arts, home ec, woodwork, right? So what does that leave a kid to do? They don't really want to sit there and learn and hear a teacher talk for 8 hours. They like to have that other interaction. Yeah. So they started making.
They didn't have to write no more.
Yeah.
Like, remember back in the day when we was in school, we had to write stuff down in a book. You had to take notes. They don't have to know how to spell nothing no more. They just talk into the phone and it writes for them. Do you feel? And that's passable on the exam. Do you feel where I'm coming from?
That's
So
good, man.
in this new era now, it's like you said, they don't know how to do anything. And I think that even this thing of I don't want to take a swipe at them, yeah, but when we get to this thing of feminism, even that, you know, the women back in the days, they would have, you know, you had to know how to cook, you had to know how to do certain things. Now we get into the age of the feminists, we're all equal. I don't have to know how to cook no more. We're just gonna eat takeaway for the rest of our lives. It's crazy. It's crazy.
And food is promoted more. Takeaway's been promoted more now than ever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So.
Right. I had this conversation, maybe it was yesterday. So culturally as well, because I didn't grow up where the man was served first as far as getting his food. Now, in some Hispanic cultures, Puerto Ricans or, you know, Dominicans, stuff like that, they would serve their man first before they served the family. Well, I grew up in the United States. As I said before, my grandparents, they're from Jamaica, but my parents, my mother and them, they was born in the United States. Everybody was equal, but there wasn't this feminist. It wasn't, oh, I'm going to work and I did all this, that, and the other. No, there was shared responsibilities. My grandfather cooked and cleaned the house, and my grandmother helped the kids with homework. My mom worked and my father worked. We all sat down at the same time. There was not one person who was, if anything, the children were served first. And that's how it is in my household. My kids were always served first. And then whoever else wanted to eat after that. I'm not plating. I wasn't plating anybody. But culturally, that is something that, you know, and some women do that. It's not about being subservient either. It's just if you're just in the culture that way, you know, because the man was working and he needed to eat first. It's out of respect that the man would be served food first because he's the head of the household. And the woman most likely...
Even the types of work, remember the types of work that a lot of men are doing, that for instance, myself, working on building site, heavy lifting and stuff like that, you know, it takes a lot out of you. And if you don't eat and replenish that, you know, that energy that you're going to need for the next day, you're not going to be the same guy. You know, you're going to lose weight, you'll be malnourished. So, you know, to an extent, you know, I think that those values have been lost, you know, because I'm not going to expect my woman to be carrying heavy bags and, you know, decorate the house and do all of the heavy part of the job. I'm going to do that myself. So hopefully, you know, she's going to give me enough sustenance to keep me going.
Exactly. I got you. But that's where the feminist thing comes in, because then it's, oh, I could do this by myself. I don't sit here and say that I'm mother and father when it comes. I can't stand women that do that shit on Father's Day. Oh, yeah, thank me too, because I'm the mother and the father. No, damn it. You're the mother, but you have dual responsibility. I can't teach. Listen, I used to take my son, put him in all kinds of activities, but I couldn't show him how to be a man. So I'm not going to sit here and take credit and be like, oh, yeah, I'm the mother and the father. I got out of that stupid that mind frame when I was young. I had my first kid when I was 15 years old. I didn't dare say, it was my friends that would be like, oh, you're the mother and the father. I never looked at it that way. I looked at it, I'm the parent, I'm the mother. That's it. Because the feminist thing has taken on its life of itself, and it's got certain women really bunched up in their panties where they just like, oh, I don't need a man to do nothing for me. I got that. Da, 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 da. Listen, if I need you to go up on that roof and go fix that damn furnace or whatever, I'm not going up there. Please.
But some of the men nowadays are becoming like women too, where they don't want to do it. We just call someone, we'll pay for it. Kind of thing,
that part.
So I definitely, I think, you know, we've all got our job to do to, you know, to make things more like what they were, you know, to make things more efficient in the household. But guys, I'll be honest here, I've got work early hours, so I'm gonna have to jump out
anyway. Chief, we're cutting out anyway. Yeah. But big up Shifa for coming on, man. Big up Muslim man.
Yes, salute.
Big up Foxxymoon. I'm gonna put your link again in the description.
Thank you.
And yeah,
big up my
Foxxymoon, come over.
sister, man.
We're gonna be doing more
Gorgeous.
regular shows. I know we've got a bit of a time difference over here, but
yeah, I'm surprised that I was able to catch on, and it's amazing. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate you having you over here, and mostly we appreciate everyone that tuned in today. You know, because I know we're kind of off when it comes to our shows. We do one, and then we do another one a month later. But that's not going to be happening anymore, because you can see what I've been doing on the channel for the last couple of weeks. I've been going in, you know what I mean? I just looked at it like, you know, I've been on there for a couple of years. It's not wasted, you know what I mean? So, you know, it don't make sense just throwing it away. A lot of people have been leaving YouTube, especially a lot of conspiracy guys have been getting their channels blocked as well. So just for out of respect for the people, the conspiracy guys and the knowledge man that have been blocked, we got to stay on until we're blocked. That's it. You know what I mean? So that's what it's going to be. So yeah, thanks Foxxymoon for jumping on. What's the name of your channel? Get your name of your channel out again one more time. I'm going to put all the link in the description.
Thank you. It is Foxxymoon, spelled just as it is there, minus the $, but it's Foxxymoon Premiere. And when people put in Premiere, they have to put a capital P. Apparently, they can't find me just typing in with lowercase. So it is capital F and then capital P, Premieres. And I too have been off. I try to come on. I was trying to come on every Wednesday in the morning, Eastern Standard Time.
So make sure you guys hit the notification button for sure when you subscribe as well.
Yes, but it gets to be a lot when you're, you know, YouTube. So I'm not on right now, but you guys can catch some footage from, you know.
Well, you'll be over here. You'll be over here from time to time too. So
yes, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Definitely. All right, so people, we're going to leave it there, and we're just going to exit. We're going to exit by playing the track that we usually play. So thanks again, Foxxymoon. Thanks, BR Reality, for your time. Thanks, Moss, and big up Schiffer. And salute. Peace, everybody.
Salute. Peace.
Citizens of the universe, let's start a panel. Not talk about ancient aliens on the History Channel. Scientology allegations had John Travolta investigated. Enlightened coaches study yoga while secret coaches take an oath for Masons. Religious codes are results of Satan. His finger on the pulse of our nation while the singer and the Pope quietly ride by waving. At parades of the Super Bowls, renegades, UFOs, grenades is what the future holds. What about the ISIS papers? Madame Blavatsky, Caucasus Mountain between the Caspian and Black Sea. The winter sky and location of star Sirius B. The gods appear mysteriously. Disappearance of the honeybee. Anarchy, ungodly. What about Nikola Tesla era? To Hitler terrors. Painted face of Krishna, the Menonetta. Still he's a leper. Jesus healed the leper. From the cosmos to the gospel. Either walk with the apostles or be drunk with the whores and brothels. Let's talk L. Ron Hubbard subjects. People became puppets, leaning on religion for their crutches. The righteous suffers, not for nothing. The real enemy is from within. Here's where we begin. The Federal Reserve System, the Rockefeller Trilateral Commission, the miners in prison, Masons, Council on Foreign Relations, GMO, deadly, could lead to chemotherapy. The depths of the state treasury, more cash for weaponry. Area 51, should be Alien 51. Roswell's miles to Scottsdale, in the desert where they're secluded and build bombshells. Free world, city of the sun. Hippies with no guns, but gypsies have to hold one, cause it's risky once the cold come. And there's President Obama drama, karma. What about Constantine and his war armor? Tablets of the savage spread, books of the dead. Better heard than less said. Bibles, old as Rig Veda. Buddha was a disciple of Shiva. Judas was a disciple of Jesus. Brutus was a disciple of Caesar. And from ancient Sumer came psychics and readers. And ancient rulers came to fight to take Egypt. Killed they pharaohs and took the idols out of Giza. The man who travels islands without a visa. The mysteries of the man from Torrid. The Navy SEAL cautious. He may be from other orbits. Church, they pay God his tights. The IRS take some, then pay the devil his price. Every deity gets a slice, and all we can do is hold on for dear life. And all know the saying, naked have I came, naked shall I leave. Oh, wretched man that I am, when I go, the places no one shall grieve. Lead, the pineal gland is the land, the cardiovascular is Africa. I'm the only ambassador, master of Nibiru with rocket carriers. Time traveler, man from Samaria. Dark matter, there's your abracadabra, the hunter-gatherers. Hundreds of passengers coming from the summers to Attica. Spectacular, throwing the net over Dracula and the Dracons and the Klingons.